All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Monday evening Live Younger community call. This is always a fun time of year as we're kind of barreling down the last, 2 months, last month and a half. It's almost December. Here we are, almost Thanksgiving here in the U.S. God bless you, Canadians. You beat us to it. You had yours last month, and now we get ours. But you know, before we introduce our speakers, and we are so proud of these first couple of folks that we're going to bring on tonight. We can barely stand it, but Robin and I just wanted to express our love and gratitude to Lifeway, the Live Younger community, and each and every one of you individually. So, Robin, did you want to say a couple of words?
I'd love to. Yeah, I love that it's always good to be in gratitude every single day and that there's an extra boost on gratitude right now. We are so blessed and grateful to share this amazing journey with each and every one of you, changing lives all over the world, and so blessed to be with LifeWave at this unique time in history and give people hope. We're in a really beautiful, beautiful position in life. So we want to we just love each of you. We love our Live Younger community, and we're so blessed that we um, get to know you and share this wonderful journey together.
Mhm. And I just want to share one of our keys to success. I learned this a long time ago and try to remember it every day is an attitude of gratitude. Even gratitude for the little challenges, because that's how we grow, but gratitude for the community and the opportunity we all share. So without further ado, I want to turn it over to our featured speakers tonight, our new one-star executives, Lovell and Ina Mijay Scotton. So you guys want to turn on your camera? I know that Mijay's in the car, but we know she's here with us audibly also.
Well, okay, thank you, Gregory. Jay actually just joined us, just came in from the car. So she's coming right now. She was
Oh, that's so
driving
awesome.
from an appointment. And hey, we're so grateful also, Gregory. We're so grateful to be here, being with the company for over 6 years now. My wife and I are just excited. And I think you got to lead with excitement, but
Yes.
we do want to acknowledge the partnership that actually introduced us to Lifeway, Micah Curso, as well. They call him Mr. Passion, and also Peter LeBerry.
Yes.
And they've been a great support for us. I think that's something, guys, that you got to understand. You got to have that support. You got to have a mentor. But we also want to pass it on to you, Gregory and Robin. You guys are phenomenal. We love you guys. You guys have been just another a pillar of support as well with all the systems you guys have put together. And then you put together the directors, the leadership Zoom with the mastermind group.
And just the simple fact that you guys, it's like what we have in you, the both of you,
Mhm.
is so phenomenal because even if we didn't have our supportive upline, we found that supportive upline and sideline and friend and family in you both. And that right there has really filled the gaps that was already there. And, when we have that kind of um, collaboration, as a whole, as a unit, as one, it doesn't matter where we come from or who we're with or where the generations are. It's like we're still one family and we haven't missed a beat. And
Mhm.
that's because of you both implementing love into the network. And I thank you for that.
Mhm.
And yeah, and it's just phenomenal. Everybody brings something to the table, you know.
Yes.
You put systems together. Robin, with her experience as well, being a protege of the gentleman that wrote the book Seven.
Stephen
Seven.
You better
Covey.
help me out. Yeah, yeah,
I
Yes.
help
yeah.
you out.
Stephen Covey,
Stephen
and
Covey.
everybody brings something to the table. But then Micah Curso, what he brought to the table was look, Lovell, he followed up with us, for
Mhm.
about 2 or 3 months, guys. And I think that's the key that you really got to take to heart. The fortune's in the follow up, guys. You got
It
to
really
follow up
is.
because no sometimes doesn't mean no. It means
Not now.
and he followed up with us like once a month for about 3 months, and then
Just drip, drip, drip. That annoying drip. You don't want to be annoying, but you want to drip on people. You want to be able to engage them. Like, wow, leave them, don't talk to them forever, but leave them thinking like, wow, I haven't spoke to him in a while, but he thought enough of me to call me today
correct.
and put a smile on their face and leave them wanting more to want to talk to you again.
And and thank you, honey. And then one other thing, guys, I really want to share with you what when my wife first got me to come into the network marketing industry because I never wanted to do it 27 years ago when we met. She just said, you need to meet my cousin. And I was invited to a meeting. And when the guy said he made $250,000 in a month, got my attention. I said, I want to learn that. And what happened is when I asked him, how was he making $250,000? Actually, someone else, I asked him, how do you do this business? And guys, I want to really share this with you. Number one, get a mentor. Number two, guys, don't miss anything. Guys, don't miss anything. If it's all possible, make as many trainings as you can because there's something that might just hit you at one time, guys. That's going to turn you to the next level, get you to the next level. Don't miss anything. Sit up front, pay attention,
and take the notes.
And guys, as much as you can, guys. If you do that, we'll see you at the top and maybe even over the top.
Because note takers are money makers. So take as many notes as you can. Be another Robin and Gregory.
Thanks so much for
Well,
letting me share.
I think everybody wants to be another Lovell and Miget. You
Well,
guys
thanks
are
so
a
much,
fount
Gregory and
of
Robin, for letting me
wisdom. Lavell's got more one-liners than anybody I've ever met. So about our business, it's just incredible wisdom. Jim, you want to leave your your camera off until we're ready for you. Thanks very much. So I just can't tell you how blessed the community and LifeWave as a company is to have you guys in it. You're kind of cornerstone rocks. You've hung in there through the good times, the bad times, and the good times are they're coming. They're coming. Proof of
They
it,
are.
you're brand new one-star executives. Woohoo! And let's see, what's the bonus for the one-star executive? $5,000.
$1,000.
Gregory, and the last thing, guys, don't be a lone ranger. Guys, get other people involved. It's teamwork really does make the dream work, guys.
Yes.
It's not about us, it's about the team. Guys,
Yes.
always know that. Thanks so much for letting us share this evening, Gregory.
Now what I'd like you to do is we've got one of your new directors. The only way you get where you want to go is help a lot of other people get where they want to go, and you guys are
That's correct.
at that. And I think one of your new directors, Jesus, may be on the line with us. Let me see if I can
Yes.
find him. I tried to promote him out so he could turn his camera on, but Jesus, I'm going to locate you again and enable you to speak. So I see you there. So there you are. I've activated your vocal capacities. Are you there, Jesus?
Want to turn on your camera, Jesse. Jesse, turn on your
Goes by
camera.
Jesse? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I wanted to call him Jesus, but
Yes, we can hear you, Jesse.
Okay.
Can you
Well,
turn
Turn
on
the camera.
your camera? We
I
see your
cannot
handsome
find the
face.
I cannot find the camera on my
It's over to the left on the bottom, next to the microphone.
sorry.
let's just go audible. So,
Okay.
Jesse, go for it.
Well, there's
Lovell, Lovell and Mijay, why don't you properly introduce?
Okay,
there you
so
go. Thank you. Thank you.
let me properly introduce you guys. Actually, he is sponsored by our upline. Actually, he's sponsored by Peter LeBerry, and he fell into our organization. That happens sometime, guys. It's called spillover. And what happened is we developed a relationship with him and his sister. You guys
and
heard
her
his sister
husband.
and her husband. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Safina
Hopefully, Safina and Tina.
and Tina. Yeah.
And guys, what happened is they just started sharing and sharing and sharing. And now, and when this new compensation plan came out, Jesse said, "Well, what do I need to do to get to the next rank?" And that's what you gotta do. You gotta raise your hand. He raised his hand. And I said, "Okay, I've studied the compensation plan." And then last week, the week before, he hit one-star director. So this is
really happened, darling, is that we went to work working with them. And that's what it takes.
Yeah.
So, leave no one behind. And that's what we believe. And so it doesn't matter if, Peter LeBerry recruited, sponsored them, or Michael or anyone else, is that we work hard with our team. And if they fall into our, genealogy, then great, and we will put and pour in as much as they're willing to receive. And so that is what got him to where he's at today, because you are a great trainer.
okay, well,
Agreed.
thank you. But
I've taught you everything you know.
so we want to introduce Jesse Castellanos to being the one-star director. And Jesse, why don't you come on in and tell us why you so excited about LifeWave, Jesse, and what you've been doing, man, to have that success.
Well, I could say a lot,
Turn
but
off
it's
your
not necessary.
phone. You have something else that's echoing. So someone's either there on the Zoom or what have you. You have to turn one of them off or turn it down where we can't hear the echo.
Can you hear me?
Try.
Kinda.
We can hear you, Jesse.
Go for it. Speak up, Jesse.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of that I can say, but I think Lovell and Ms. J, they did everything. Okay. I don't need to say much. The only thing that I can say, they say that things happen from the top and they slide all the way down. Okay. I was raised with a very simple philosophy. Tell me who your friends are, and I'll tell you what your success is going to be like. Everybody knows me. I'm not educated. I don't have much education. I'm not a very smart person, but I'm a person that I love people and like to surrender with the best, because that will slide something into me, even if it's a little bit. That will give me what I need, which is the edge to succeed. I'm a firm believer. If you find the people with the right attitude, the right state of mind, and the right heart, there's nothing you cannot accomplish. When I came in contact with Lovell, Ms. J, that's what I saw. I saw men of the spirit. I saw men with integrity. And I found somebody that I knew that was going to guide me all the way as far as I wanted to go.
Beautiful.
And so far, they have been there for me day and night whenever I need them. I try not to bother them so much, but every time that I need them, they're always there right there in the moment. So then again, what I like to say, how did I get to be where I am? Because I listen and I do what I'm told. Okay? I have a great, great, great team. The other thing, my entire life, I have always been looking for every day in my life to become a better human being and find better ways to help people. And I have always searched for a group of people that were completely impregnated with the spirit. And when I found this one right here, I said, that's it. I don't need to go nowhere else. I'm here. So I like what I see. I like what everybody's doing. And above all, I love everything that everybody is doing to the whole of everybody, because like Lovell says, we are a team. And that's what it's all about. Work as a team, pick up the little guy on the bottom, because we really don't know where the individual is going to be the one that is really need the help to do the most that we're trying to accomplish. Help humanity to reach a different level of, I call it a different level of awareness. And I think we have the tool for that. I have no doubt we have the tool for that. So thank you, Lovell. Thank you, Ms. J. Thank the whole team for LifeWave. I was at the convention, and let me tell you, I have never seen so many people full of the spirit.
Amen.
Especially you, when I saw you. I don't know if you remember. I saw you, right there by the truck wagon, when we're having a lunch. You probably don't remember. There's so many people you came in contact with.
A few.
Oh yeah, but it was there, and my sister Josefina. I
Oh,
do my part. The one that is doing a fantastic job, okay, is Josefina. She's the one that is really doing something.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm just helping to get the pieces together. That's all, and I'm having fun, lots of fun. So
The
thanks
most fun
again.
wins.
So thanks again.
Well, God bless you, Jesse. Congratulations. Thank you, Lovell and Mijay. We love you so much and so
Thank you,
excited
guys.
for you to take this big step and get that big bonus.
I want to get that bonus
It
you
will.
have.
It will. When the time is right, it will.
It's
Everything
even
coming is
better
so
as you
time.
go.
It will. It will.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on, and I'm going to invite Judy Daniel. If you're on board with this, if you, hey, there she is.
Here I am, yes.
Oh,
No,
Judy, one of our Canadian Advisory Board members, presidential director, and just love Judy. Judy helps me on a weekly basis. Her and Liz Hodges, I got to give 90% of the credit for Live Younger success and Live Younger products because without them, neither of them would exist. So thank you, Judy. And oh my gosh, Melanie, woohoo! I'll pass it over to you, Judy.
all right. Well, I such a heart melting call so far. Thank you for all the words that have and heart that have been shared. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Melanie Adriana. And if anybody embodied the essence of this relationship business, I would say Melanie has it in spades. She has never done network marketing before. She's taken to this business model as though she designed it herself. She understands that the currency of this business is really gratitude. And this is what we've been talking about tonight. She brings such clarity. I mean, she just check, check, check for all the qualities that we want to have in a brand partner. But most of all, fun, fun, fun. So over to you, Melanie, with your background in Oriental medicine, energy medicine, sound and frequency, and now you've embodied light into your practice. So everybody, let's welcome Melanie. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Judy. So what am I talking about exactly?
Well, we'd like to know from you, Melanie, why you're so, two things, why you're so excited about LifeWave, and number two, just a couple of success tips that you've learned along the way that's gotten you to where you are.
Yes. Well, first off, I just want to share my gratitude for all of you because everything that I've learned so far, I'm not doing anything new or special. I'm just repeating, the things that I'm learning. And I came into this with a blank slate, with a beginner's mind, and just willing to be a student. And I think maybe that's one of my success tips is like from the get-go, I had to kind of unlearn what I thought this was and learning from both of you and Judy and this whole team has just been incredible. And to have the team support. I wrote down a few things about what I think is supportive for others to know how to get to director. And yeah, the first one was to have a beginner's mind and to keep staying open and also staying positive and going back to your why. That was one of the first things I did, and I've already changed my why a little bit. So every once in a while, I'll go back and just having that in the back of my mind and really knowing why I'm doing this has kept me going. Because I've done the daily action plan. I've shared with a lot of people. I've had a lot of people say no or not interested. I've planted a lot of seeds, a lot of people who aren't ready yet. But for those people who are, and for the people who I love working with, like I'm just so grateful that I already have people on my team who are just incredible, ethical, like amazingly loving and grateful and intelligent and open to learning and really, and this is a Robin thing that she taught me, is to really write down the qualities of the people you want on your team and then making the broadcast out to the universe. So I feel really grateful that I've done that and that it's come into my life, and I'm hoping to be able to cultivate that and create more of that on this team. And other success tips, this was a big one that I learned from Judy, and that is to set up a weekly call with all of your brand partners. For me, like it's just as much doing the daily action plan is important, but then also making sure that I'm always in touch and always available for my brand partners, to either do a three-way call or if they're asking for assistance or like what kind of patch would I use for this and that, or where do I put it? That kind of stuff. Just being available and being able to answer questions and point people to resources and then knowing where the resources are in the first place and going through that whole learning process. So I think that's those are all the tips I have to share tonight. So thank you for having me on this call. And I'm just so grateful to be on this team and to have found this team through amazing serendipities. And maybe that's another story for another time.
We'll share that serendipity story on the director's call because it relates to creating your list with the qualities of character. Thank you, Robin, for always reinforcing that. Melanie made her list, I made her list, and how we met transcends the human mind. So the story was shared on the director's call. Thanks again, Melanie. Back to you,
Thank you.
Gregory.
Oh, thank you, ladies. And LifeWave could be called the home of serendipity, synchronicity, where great things happen, great people come together. Um, as Robin and I always like to say, it's a God thing, and LifeWave for us was an answer to a prayer. And whenever doing group meetings, I would say, how many people in the audience feel like LifeWave's an answer to a prayer? And every hand goes up, so it is a God thing. Congratulations, Melanie. I know you're going to continue to do great things and continue rising up the steps. So thanks very much. Okay, so now I'd like to bring on one of our cornerstones of our LifeWave community, Kame Jennings. She is just always there for the community, for her team. Let's see, she's raised her hand so I can. I'm sorry, Kame, I thought I had already promoted you, but I'll get you promoted right now. The panelists, so we can see your smiling, younger and younger face. Because Kame's been growing younger for a couple of years with us now. Let's see, here she comes. Any moment. Drum roll. Because she's got a brand new director she wants to introduce.
How's that? Are we
Kind of
here?
fuzzy. There it is. Hi, Kame. Oh,
How
thank
are
you.
you, Gregory?
Oh, really good. So good to see you and so
Good.
excited for you to share some information and introduce your new director to us.
Well, I'm really excited too. Tracy is my very first director, and she is just so dear to me. So I want to introduce everyone to Tracy Knudsen. She and her husband Scott live in Fredericksburg, Texas, with their daughter Haley and their dog. I've forgotten the dog's name. Sorry, Tracy.
It's Roscoe.
Roscoe, and the horses and the cows and she has a favorite turkey, and they live on a ranch. So um I met Tracy for about 6 months ago and on Mother's Day, and I actually wasn't going to talk to her about LifeWave, and God kind of took that in his hands because her mother was there and I knew her mother, and I patched her mother and things just happened. And I'll tell you what, Tracy is a force to be reckoned with. She has the most caring heart. She is a faithful, faithful Christian, and she really, really loves the Lord. She is um, involved in Moms for Liberty. She does bingo for seniors. This is just kind of who she is. But as a brand partner, oh my gosh, I could not ask for anybody better. She is coachable. She wants to learn. She goes out and talks to everybody. And she didn't want to do the business in the beginning. Surprisingly, like most of us didn't, but she is just a delight to work with. She and Scott both. We work with Scott as well, and you guys will see huge things for them. Just the fact that she became director so quickly is awesome. So back to you, Tracy.
Yeah, you want to turn your camera on for us, Tracy? And unmute yourself.
Hi. Good evening,
Hey.
everybody.
I forgot to tell you how
Kame.
beautiful it was.
Oh, you're so sweet. Kame, thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. And I would not be where I'm at without Kame. She has been an amazing coach to me, always available. Anytime I need to call, she picks up or she'll text me, call you back in 10 minutes. Kame, I just thank you so much. Janet has been a huge reason why I'm here as well. Both of them are amazing. But Kame's right. I didn't want to do this. I'm a stay-at-home wife. Never really felt like that I could do anything like this. My husband comes from corporate sales, and I never could understand how he could go into restaurants and talk to them about, what it was, new products or whatever, and take that rejection. I just thought, oh my gosh, that would just crush me to have rejection. There's no way I could do anything like this. And look at what the Lord brought to me. And he brought in a beautiful package of Kame. My mom, like Kame said, was a one patch wonder. And within 15 minutes, my mom had relief. And all she talked about for a week was these patches. And she's like, okay, well, what if I get the patches and we split them? I mean, there was no way my mom was not going to get the patches. So I just kind of, okay, mom, fine. You can get me some patches and I'll stick them on. And within 2 weeks, I had amazing results. I was starting to get to where when I was going downstairs, it was very uncomfortable for me. And I got to where I was doing boot camp, my boot camp classes. I've always been very active. I've always been a weightlifter. I'm a cyclist. I love to swim. And within 2 weeks, I was out doing the 18-year-olds in my workout class. I could not believe the strength and the stamina that I had. And now I look for stairs. My husband and my daughter, we were just in Vegas not too long ago, and they were laughing at me because I was going up and down the stairs instead of using the escalator. So as far as how I got into where I had the confidence to talk to people, when I decided I wanted to do this, I said, Lord, you have got to help me because, I can't handle rejection. And honestly, he has brought people to me before I even had any sort of results. I had a friend that called me. She wanted to talk to me about a school board thing. And I asked her how she's been. And for 45 minutes, she's telling me about the pain that she has in her knees and how she wanted to get stem cell injections. And I could just feel, I was like, okay, Tracy, you got to tell her about the patches. And sure enough, I did. And she was my very first brand partner. That was within the first 2 weeks. So I have to say, Lovell and Majay, I agree with you 100%. And that is to just plug in and look at all the information that you can get on every single Zoom that you can and just dive in. I don't really understand how the back office works as far as the new compensation plan. But like Gregory told Robin, do you want to learn the plan or do you want to make money? And all I know is I'm making money. I wake up in the morning. I can't wait to LifeWave. I love talking to people about LifeWave. I have some amazing brand partners that have joined with us now. And I am absolutely loving what I'm doing. My self-confidence has been boosted with all of this. And I'm thrilled to death. And so thank y'all for having me on tonight. And I just want to encourage everybody, just keep on going, keep on talking, keep on sharing, because you never know whose life you're going to change.
Oh, God bless you, Tracy. What a shining light and rising star you are in the community. And so glad to meet you
Thank
and
you.
happy for your quick success and know that it's just the beginning for you. And like you say, the beauty of this business is we get to change lives. And every morning, Robin and I wake up and we know we got to pinch each other because we're going to hear more miracle stories.
Yes. Thank
And,
y'all.
and now with our new website, liveyoungersports.com, we're going to attract a lot more athletes like you. So thank you very much. Congratulations. Thanks, Keme. God bless you. So good to see you both. And so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again and just touch base on a few other things in the newsletter, in our Live Younger newsletter. And there we had these wonderful pictures of Jesse, Melanie, and Tracy, in addition to our rock stars Lovell and Mijay. But U.S. Thanksgiving is here, and I want to make sure everybody knew the customer service obviously is closed on Thanksgiving Day. They're closing early on Friday, but if you haven't seen the corporate newsletter, um, and if you're not getting the corporate newsletter, welcome to the club. For some reason, Rob and I keep falling off the list, and we have to have other people send it to us. But you can click right here, and the newsletter will open up. And I've got it on another screen right here. You should be seeing the LifeWave update. Happy Thanksgiving. A lot of wonderful things on here. Here's a training from the conference by Emily on the comp plan. Here's a list of all the new ranks. And I was so excited to see Marcy Preble and Dr. Rhonda as new two-star presidentials. And I'm so excited to tell you next week, Robin and I are going to be on that list, okay? Because we just locked in two-star presidential also by meeting all the qualifications. So Marcy was a week ahead of us. God bless her. We love it when your downline is doing better than you. That's so awesome. But all the 3 stars, so this is the full qualification level, I believe, is what we're seeing here. And I know that to be true. So anyway, back to the newsletter here. No, that's not it. Here it is. No, there it is. Okay. Um, last Thursday on our morning call, Jim Gilliland knocked it out of the park with some of the most simple, practical holiday business building tips. It's a great 35-minute training. You can click here to watch the replay. But I asked Jim if he'd jump on with us and just give us kind of a highlights because it's so simple. You could teach this in 5 minutes and somebody could go to the top. And I told him he could have 5 or 10. So Jim, thanks for jumping on with us on short notice. If you're there, you can turn your camera on and I'll stop the share and take a look at you there. Hey, look, he's got a Christmas tree up and everything.
Hey guys, how's it going tonight? Can you hear me okay, Gregory?
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, you know what? The training I did on Thursday was kind of a basic training. I try to teach it a lot because it really is very effective. A lot of us come into the holidays and we're looking for ways to keep our business going. I've been in this industry for a lot of years, and one of the things happens is during the holidays, people slow down. They don't speed up, they slow down. They think, well, no one else is going to build a business this time of year, so I'm just going to take it easy. Well, I'll tell you what, this is the month, actually November, December is when you want to put your business in hyperdrive. And the reason why is this: you're around a lot of people. Your family gatherings, church gatherings, business gatherings, those type of things. And you're around a lot of people and you want to build relationships. But some people say, well, I don't go to a lot of parties. I don't go out a lot. How can I do this from home? This is a home-based business. And so what I do is I teach a simple concept. And the concept is this: you're going to share one message, and you're going to share it as often as you can. And so my goal is this: to do 100 shares of this message per day. You say, that's a lot. Well, I do a 10-day run with it. It takes me about an hour to do this. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and type a text or a message from Messenger. And it's just going to be something simple, something along the lines of, hey, it's Jim Gilliland. How you been? We haven't talked for a while. What are you guys planning for the holidays? We've decided to go ahead and stay home and spend time at home for the holidays and go ahead and, just spend Christmas at home. And so I would take that, I would copy it and paste it. And my goal is it takes me an hour on average to copy and paste 100 of them. And you say, that's a lot of people. Well, I got over 2,900 people to my phone. Do I know all those people? No, but they're in the phone for a reason. Either I met them someplace, at a trade show, wherever it might be, a dinner, whatever the place was, I met them someplace and they meant something enough that I would put them in my phone. And so I, you know what? I used to start at A and work down, but I would never get to the Z's. And so this time I'm working from Z's and going backwards. So 100 a night. So you guys got an hour a night you can spend. Maybe you can't get 100 done. I know that in an hour, in January, I did 154 of them in an hour. And out of the 154, one of the people I signed up from that simple little text and got the conversation going is now an executive in our team. So think about this. You're not texting them to sell them something. You're not trying to get them to hear all about our product. The idea is to build relationships. Christmas time is a time to build relationships. And so if you send out 100 a day and you did that for 10 days, just say you just sent out 100, you just did it for one day. You're going to find that you're going to get people responding back to you. Don't respond to them right away. I mean, when I do it, I usually get 15 or so, 20 that before I'm done with my 100 have made a comment. So I do is I just keep working at it. And then the next day or later that day, I'll go ahead and make a comment to, well, it's good talking to you. When can we get together and just chat for a little bit? So the chat, you have to think about this. When you get them on the phone, you're not going to fire hose them with a bunch of information about LifeWave or the product or, whatever the business. The idea is to rekindle the relationship with them, rekindle the friendship. And so the first conversation you have with them when you get them on the phone is, how are they doing? How's the family? How's the dog? How's the cat? With us, it's a lot of people we know are, horse people because we have a horse ranch. And so you do is you just start the conversation about them. Then they will actually ask you about, what are you guys up to? And when they say that, once again, you're not going to fire hose them with a bunch of information. You say, we've been staying really busy. Marianne's still running the children's ministry at church. And we have the ranch. It keeps us pretty busy. But you know what? I was introduced a little over 2 years ago to a company that's a technology company, and we have a product that's reverses aging in your body, and I show people how to use it, how to make a lot of money with it. And that's all I say. Okay. Remember, you're dangling the carrot. Okay. We have horses like carrots. You can get a horse to move if you dangle a carrot in front of them. Okay. So once again, all you're doing is whetting their appetite, getting the conversation going. Now, I did this the first day. I think it was a Wednesday night. It's 10 days before Thanksgiving. So Wednesday night, Tuesday night, whatever it was. And the first night I had over 15 comments. And by the end of the next day, I had 23 on that first one. And I get people a call, and some of them I want to talk to, longer than just 4 or 5 minutes. But the idea is this: when they call you or you get a hold of them, you keep the conversation short. Show that you're interested in them. Remember, as network marketers, we need to learn how to ask questions and listen. If we don't listen to what they're saying, we show them we really don't care about them, we don't love them, or whatever it might be. So ask questions and listen to what they have to say and write notes. Get out a 4x6 card or a notepad, and when you're talking to someone. So I talked to Arnold yesterday, and he told me about all his information about how he just got back from not a cruise, but on a cruise ship that was converted into a hospital. So he spent over off Tasmania. He went off through, talked about the whole thing. So I'm writing notes because you know what? He's excited about what he just did. And so once again, ask questions, listen, because that key message that you're going to get from that is maybe they're looking for some extra money, or maybe he's just retired in March. Maybe he's looking for something else to do, something different to do now. Going from the medical field into helping people with their medical issues. Who knows? But once again, 100 a day for 10 days. Now, I do this beginning of each year, and I also do it beginning each Christmas season because I want people to contact me. This is the best time of the year to build your business. Instead of slowing down, you want to speed up, because what it does is get you in momentum So when you end the year, you're entering the new year in 2026 strong. You're entering into 2026 with a slew of people to talk to. And you want to do is you want to keep talking to them, keep following up. But if you get a response back from someone and you don't respond to them, that says to them, you know what, he really doesn't care about me. So
Mhm.
start with your text messages in her cell and then work on your messengers, people on Messenger. Problem with Messenger, I've got 30, 40,000 followers on Messenger. I don't know who they are. 99% of them. I really don't. They're people that follow me because of my years in network marketing. And so, you know what? But you can go through there and kind of pick and choose a little bit more. Business builders, network marketers, salespeople, whatever it might be. But I encourage you to start with your text message and begin with,
Hmm.
because people will more quickly look at a text message than they will listen to answer machine message or a message on your phone, or look at an email or look at Messenger. Text is always the fastest thing they'll look at. So do
Mhm.
the texting, set it out, you know, dangle the carrot and see what happens.
Well, Jim, that's awesome. And this is the best time of year. I've heard so many stories. You've shared them. I know that I've watched Robin do it and other people do it. Janet Kiefer shared on our director's call on last Wednesday that one year she went to presidential, and next year she went to senior presidential during this holiday season. It's the best time to reach out because people, want to know you care, and you just contacting them, just letting them know what's happening with you and how are you and your family doing. Oh, great.
Exactly.
And just, reconnecting. And a new thing came up when you were saying, don't jump on them. We say pique their interest. I think we'll start teach pique, don't pound.
Yeah.
Don't pound them with the information. You pique their interest and let them give a bite. Robin likes to call it the potato chip theory. Give them a bite.
Bet you can't eat one.
Bet you can't eat one. That's right. So that's great. Thank you so much, Jim. So I encourage everyone, I'm going to go back and just share my screen to get the unabridged training from Coach Jim Gilliland. You can go to your Live Younger newsletter and click here to watch. Excuse me, a little residual cough going away. So, real quickly, I want to wrap it up here today. Uh, the next big event that's happening in a couple of weeks, in December 5th and 6th in Scottsdale, Arizona, is the boot camp. It's at the Scottsdale Plaza Hotel and Resort. Beautiful location. There's going to be hundreds, probably around 500 people there. We had 300 people in Phoenix at the regional meeting last Saturday. So I think we could probably build this to 500. And this is a type of event that, if time and your resources will allow you, buy a plane ticket and join us there. It's $125 for an all-day training, corporate and field leaders. And the story is that they haven't advertised, but they did inform us last Saturday. Everybody that attends is going to get a free sleeve of X49s worth $100. So it's $25 to go, plus your lodging, food, and travel, gas or airfare. But this is a great event to catapult your business and really move it forward, because this next 6 weeks, 5, 6 weeks, is going to set the stage for 2026. And we all want it to be our best year yet. So enough said on that. Everybody knows about the Honolulu, the point qualification. It's all right here. You can download on liveyounger.com the tracker. I hope everyone's tracking their points, whether you plan or intend on going or not. The points for the qualification for the regional incentive are the income producing activities we all should be engaged in. Enrolling new customers, enrolling new brand partners, helping your new brand partners move through the ranks, and you moving through the ranks. Those are the fundamental ways that we make money and the fundamental ways that you earn points. So I think that's pretty much it we wanted to say here. The rest is a renew of all the things we say every year. Uh, I just wanted to point out, obviously, there'll be no Thursday morning training on Thanksgiving. Gobble, gobble. We're all going to be enjoying the holiday. Robin, did you have any final comments you wanted to make before we close out this call? Oh, she does if she gets off mute. She's mute. I can hear her in the other room talking, but you can't. Nope, can't hear you yet. Let me see. Participants. Um, Probably. Hold on a second. She's coming. And she's moving slower because most of you know she had a knee replacement surgery about about let's see about 19 days ago. So and she is doing fabulous. She is doing really, really well. So she's coming over to my side of the house so she can say her farewell to us all.
Yeah. So, oh, thank you for waiting.
Yeah.
And oh, congratulations, everyone. There were some wonderful, wonderful things that were shared tonight. I hope you guys were taking notes. Great wisdom. Beginner's mind. Thank you, Melanie. Being a student, always being open, find a mentor, so many great things. Just closing out, I just wanted to, in the newsletter, we also have, we're not going to have the call on Thursday. We are going to have the director's call just to.
Yes, we'll have the director's call. We have
Okay.
Power the Patch tomorrow night. Mhm.
Great. And also in the newsletter, I think the patch pouch is in there and they're really beautiful. They
Mhm.
came out extra special nice. Thinking about that for as a great gift for people on your team, might be or people, your customers even, as a wonderful thank you.
I kind of skipped over that quickly, but the patch pouches where they're
They're in there.
there
Yeah.
they are, the
And there's
insulated share the light patch
Yes.
pouches.
This is from a friend of Kai's who created these, and they're insulated. So it's just, I mean, I don't go anywhere without them. I have my little one that I keep in my purse and the big one when I travel. I keep both of them. So we're just very grateful as we're closing out the year here. And what Jim said is this holiday season is the time to really connect with people. And that was his message. It's a relationship business. This is when people are assessing what was my year like? What was my health like? What do I want to do to improve my finances? And just being curious when you talk to people, how are you holding up with all the challenges in this crazy world, What would you like more of in your health and in your life? And this is the time when people are digging a little deeper. So, be curious and ask the questions and have a wonderful, wonderful holiday. I know we got a big family over
Yeah,
here.
we have a big family, and not going to be at our house.
This year.
But we'll have a lot of us around the tables and gobble gobble. I hope you all, whatever you do to celebrate Thanksgiving, take a break and enjoy your friends, family, and we'll be back in the saddle again. We're in the saddle for the next couple of days, and we'll be taking some time off on Thanksgiving Day, that's for sure. But hope you all have the best holiday, and together we, take this business and our lives to the next level. Thanks, everyone. See ya.
Thank you.